Believe me when I say that I am in the Father and the Father is in me, or at least believe on the evidence of the miracles themselves. Jesus, the Son of God, walked among us, his life a symphony of love and power. He didn't just speak of God's love, he embodied it, demonstrating it through extraordinary acts of compassion and might. These miracles recorded in the Gospels stand as timeless testaments to his divine nature and his unwavering love for humanity. These weren't mere magic tricks to dazzle the crowds, they were powerful pronouncements of God's presence, his heart breaking for the suffering of his children. Each miracle served as a beacon of hope, a glimpse into the boundless love and power that Jesus possessed. But they were more than just demonstrations of power, they were invitations to believe. Jesus longed for us to see beyond the physical and grasp the spiritual reality they revealed, that he was and is the Son of God, sent to redeem and heal a broken world. He invited us to trust him, to place our faith in the one who could calm storms, heal the sick, and even conquer death itself. His miracles were, and still are, whispers of a promise of hope, healing, and a love that knows no bounds. Imagine a world shrouded in darkness, the colors of life hidden behind a veil of blindness. This was the reality for a man Jesus encountered, as described in Mark chapter 8, verses 22 to 26. When Jesus placed his hands upon the man's eyes, it wasn't just a physical act, it was a divine touch, a conduit of God's healing power flowing into brokenness. Sight returned, not all at once, but gradually, a testament to the miraculous process of restoration. First, blurry shapes, then clearer forms, until finally the world exploded in vibrant color. This story, like so many others, reveals Jesus' deep compassion for those who suffer. He wasn't content to simply observe their pain. He was moved to act, to heal, to restore. In Matthew chapter 9, verses 1 to 8, we encounter a man paralyzed and brought to Jesus by faithful friends. "Take heart, son, your sins are forgiven," Jesus said. The religious leaders gasped. Who could forgive sins but God alone? But Jesus wasn't finished. He looked at the paralyzed man and said, "Get up, take your mat and go home." And the man did. His body healed, his spirit lifted. This miracle served as a powerful reminder that Jesus' authority extended beyond the physical realm. He had the power to heal not just our bodies, but our souls as well. The Sea of Galilee could be a tempestuous mistress, its calm surface erupting into violent storms without warning. Mark chapter 4, verses 35 to 41, paints a vivid picture of one such storm. The disciples, seasoned fishermen, were terrified as waves crashed over their boat, threatening to swallow them whole. Yet, amidst the chaos, Jesus slept peacefully. When awakened by the disciples' cries, he simply spoke, "Quiet, be still." The wind ceased, the waves subsided, and an eerie calm descended. Nature itself obeyed his command. He who had spoken the universe into being now hushed the storm with a word. But Jesus' power wasn't confined to calming natural forces. He also held dominion over the very fabric of creation. In John chapter 6, verses 5 to 14, we witness the miracle of the feeding of the 5,000. Faced with a massive crowd and a meager lunch of 5 loaves and 2 fish, Jesus took the food, gave thanks, and began to break it, and break it, and break it, until there was enough to feed everyone present, with baskets overflowing. This miracle underscored Jesus' ability to provide for our needs in unimaginable ways. He is the God of abundance, the one who can take what little we have and multiply it beyond our wildest dreams. Perhaps the most profound demonstration of Jesus' power is his victory over death itself. In John chapter 11, verses 1 to 44, we encounter the heart-wrenching story of Lazarus, a dear friend of Jesus who had died. When Jesus arrived, Lazarus had been dead for 4 days. The stench of death permeated the air as Jesus approached the tomb. With tears in his eyes, Jesus commanded the stone to be rolled away. "Lazarus, come out!" he cried. And to the astonishment of all who were present, Lazarus emerged from the tomb, still wrapped in his burial cloths. This miracle, more than any other, declared Jesus' authority over the ultimate enemy, death. He is the resurrection and the life, the one who holds the keys to life and death. But Jesus didn't reserve his life-giving power for grand displays like the raising of Lazarus. He also offered it to those who were seemingly beyond hope, like Jairus' daughter in Mark chapter 5, verses 21 to 43. Jairus, a synagogue leader, pleaded with Jesus to heal his dying daughter. As they made their way to Jairus' home, news arrived that the girl had died. "Don't be afraid," Jesus said to Jairus, "just believe." He entered the room where the girl lay, took her by the hand and said, "Little girl, I say to you, get up." And she did, immediately restored to life and health. These stories remind us that no situation is beyond the reach of Jesus' power. He is the God of miracles, the one who can breathe life into dead situations and bring hope where there is despair.